I got a request to talk about the blue buzzy orb that Bree walks through in Outlander Season 7, Episode 5. So I'm going to do my best to talk about it because the more of these videos I make, the more I realize how much information this show has to fit into it from the books. Plus, I only have 3 minutes to make a TikTok video about it, so bear with me. This will have spoilers, obviously, so if you are looking to avoid them, please do keep on scrolling. So I will say that in the books, the blue aura associated with time travelers is touched upon far more frequently, but in the show, the first time we hear about that is in Season 2 with Master Raymond. And this is a huge spoiler, but Master Raymond is also a time traveler and believed to be a direct descendant of Claire herself. This blue aura that time travelers possess is seemed to be like a very mysterious trait that they all carry. And in Season 2, when he sees Claire, he knows that she is one of his descendants. In the books, the next time we hear about Master Raymond is in A Breath of Snow and Ashes, Book 6, when Wendigo Dahmer actually tells Claire that him and the group that he was time traveling with were guided by a man named Raymond, which is implied to be Master Raymond. In the books, when she is in this tunnel and comes across this portal, she instantly feels the same feelings that she felt when she went through the stones in the previous times that she's gone through, that kind of prickling live wire sensation that all of the time travelers seem to get when they go through the stones. In the show, for some reason, they don't really have Bree register that that's what happened. In the books, it's very obvious to her that that's exactly what happened. And she questions right away if she actually went back in time, but then her logic is that if she had, then the train track wouldn't still be in the tunnel and she would be encased in solid rock. In the books, her and Roger actually discuss going back to find exactly where this portal is in the tunnel, and they go through all the diagrams of the tunnel to try and figure out where exactly it is so they can pinpoint the location. And later in the books, they also discuss the topic of ley lines, which is very important when it pertains to all of these portals. So I'll put snippets from the kind of summary that they put in the Time Traveler's Guide that they're building for Jemmy and Mandy. But the long and short of it is that Bree and Roger suspect that some of these points of convergence, that the portals open during specific moon phases, like how Bree and Roger and everybody can only really go through on certain holidays, those are tied to geomagnetic forces that are basically opening those portals. It's very confusing. Read through these just to get a better summary than what my blubbering will explain. But that theory is also tied directly to the person time traveling has to have the correct genetics in order to time travel, which again goes back to the theory of everybody being related to Master Raymond in some sort of way. We'd have to go through the whole family tree to explain, but that should summarize.